Okay, then 6 API 6 2023, unrestricted access to sensitive business flows. Okay, so let's see this 6. So what is the threat for this? Exploitation usually involves understanding the business model backend by API, finding the sensitive business flow and automating access to these flows, causing harm to the business. I think you heard about, like, I don't know you heard about, but I know in the back in 2022 or 2021, like there are many persons are using that Bitcoin, what we say, they are using the graphics card for Bitcoin mining, okay, for Bitcoin mining. But what happened that time, every time those companies are launching new graphics card, so they are using scalping. You heard about scalping? Scalping means they are using an automated way to buy like multiple. See, when company Nvidia, see, I will show you something for this. And Nvidia, yeah, so Nvidia, okay, not this Nvidia, Nvidia, see, 4060 TI graphics card. Okay, this is a graphics card from Nvidia, and you can check out. Say they are selling it in 31,000. Okay, and if you check out, then most of the time you will see like this is not available, like out of the stock. Why? Because see, there are many scalpers, or like what they do, they are using automated way. Like when they will launch, like if they are available, then they just buy within a minute or within a second. They will buy the multiple, like hundreds of thousands of graphics card. Okay, if you want to see 4060 rate, okay, I will show you. Amazon and 4060. See, currently this is same. See, so in 2019 22, what happened, they will buy this and at this cheap price, and they are selling in like 60,000, 80,000, 90,000, same graphics card. So what they are doing, they are using the scalping, buying, because of this bug, unrestricted access to sensitive business flow. So what they will do, see, there is a flow, like there is a flow for buying something, okay, what they create a bot for that, and that bot will like do the automation and buy multiple items within a second. Okay, so that will harm the business. Yeah, if you think like, okay, they are buying the thing and okay, their business will grow, but see, end user will not get that thing, and end user will get that thing in the expensive. Because of that, this is also a bug. Okay, lack of, see, you can see security weakness, lack of holistic view of API in order to fully support business requirements tends to contribute to the prevalence of this issue. Attackers manually identify what resource, example endpoints, are involved in the target flow and how the work together. If mitigation mechanisms are already in place, attacker need to find a way to bypass them. Okay, so in general, technical impact is not expected. Exploitation might hurt the business in different ways. See, for example, prevent legitimate user from purchasing product, means end user which is not get the product, lead to inflammation. See, lead to inflammation, I already told you, they are buying the graphics card in cheap rate and selling. See, economy of a game. So they are buying the graphic card in cheap rate and then selling them in the high rate. So that is illegal thing. Okay, see where this can happen: product, purchasing a product, creating a common post flow, spamming, okay, making a reservation. Okay, you can, like, you reserve all the seat and then sell them. Okay, for mitigation, so identify the business flow that might harm the business if they are excessively used. Engineering, choose the right protection mechanism to mitigate the business risk. Okay, device fingerprinting, like if you use the device fingerprint, then they will fingerprint your device, and then if you send multiple requests from your board, then they will block that. Okay, see, most of the time automated scanners, scalpers using the headless browser, so they can block that. Okay, human detection, non-human patterns. Okay, consider blocking IP address. Okay, they can use also this. Okay, this is all about this unrestricted access to sensitive business flow. Server side request forgery. So I already explained this. Okay, let's explain it again. Server side request forgery. So exploit and so see, normal or this also bug is same, but we can also find out this SSRF in APIs. Exploitation requires the attacker to find an API endpoint that access a URL. Like, see, if any API endpoint accessing the URL, then we can put our bug collaborator URL there, and we will find out the bug. Okay, in general, basic SSRF, when response is returned to the attacker, it is easier to exploit than blind SSRF. Okay, everyone know this blind SSRF and regular SSRF. Okay, modern concept in application development encourage a developer to access URI provided by the client. Lack of improper validation of such URIs are common issue. Okay, so successful exploitation might lead to everyone know internal service enumeration, port scanning, information disclosure, firewall bypassing. I already explained everything. Okay, these things. Okay, prevent. So how to prevent? Isolate the resource fetching mechanism in your network. Okay, like if they are fetching something, then isolate that, or first validate that. Okay, whenever possible, use allowed list, whitelist. We can use the whitelist blacklist filter. Remote origin uses are expected to download. Okay, URL schema and ports, accepted media types to give, disable HTTP redirection. Okay, you can use this also. Do not send raw response to the client. Okay, next, security misconfigurations. API 8. See, there are many hunters. They only do the API hunting. So don't think this is a small bug. Okay, attackers will often attempt to find out security misconfiguration. So security misconfiguration, this is some small security misconfigurations. Okay, attacker will often attempt to find out unpatched flows, common endpoints, service running with the insecure default configurations or unprotected files, and directory to gain unauthorized access or knowledge of the system. Most of the time this is public knowledge and exploited may be available. Maybe like we will find out unpatched service, then we can exploit that. Means like when we are running the bus suite on some target, then we will find, okay, this is XSS protection is not there, and CSRF token is not there, like this type of misconfiguration. Okay, security misconfiguration can happen at any level of API attack, from the network level to the application level. Automated tools are available to detect and exploit misconfigurations such as unnecessary service or legacy options. Security misconfigurations not only expose sensitive user data but also system details that can lead to full server compromise. Okay, so these are the security headers. Appropriate security hardening attack, they are improperly configured. Okay, latest security patches are missing, out of date service system are using, unnecessary feature like HTTP verb logging feature. If there are discrepancies in the way incoming requests are processed by the server in the HTTP server chain, TLS means SSL is not using, secure or cache control, cross origin resource. I already teach you. Error message, if exposing some data in error messages. Okay, prevention is also simple. A repeatable hardening process means hardening the system again and again, then finally task to review and update configuration. See, use only patch the server, and an automated process to continuously assess the effectiveness of configuration and setting all in environment. Okay, there are many further things, but it's okay, they are enough. Improper inventory management. So this is important. See, three things are important most of the time. Which bugs are important? This is broken object level authorization, one, BOLA, broken function level authorization. So see, these are the go into the like P2, P1 goes. Okay, BOLA, BAFLA, and other is improper inventory management. Okay, so what is this? Threat against usually get unauthorized access through old API versions, or so what is the issue? First I will explain, then you will understand. See what happens sometimes. Okay, there is a company example.com, and they are using V1 API user any endpoint. Okay, host example.com, and they are using this endpoint. After some time, this they are finding some bugs and they are updated. Okay, they are upgraded their system to V2 API and user. Example.com. Is no issue. Like if they find out some bug, then everyone will upgrade their system. So see, they find out they did this. But sometimes what happened, like even after upgrading, like they upgraded and this is not vulnerable, you try to find out bugs, there is no bug. But what happened if you see, like if they are using maybe this system in 2020, okay, and there are many bugs in V1, okay, like they upgraded this is upgraded. So what happened after upgraded in 2023? Because of there are many bugs in V1, so they upgraded. So what happened, sometime developer forgot to, like if we changed it to V1 in 2023, even after that this is working. Means if this is working, then all these bugs are also there. Okay, so if there are V2, then always try to change it to V1. If there are V3, there are versioning. This is API version. So mostly you will find V1, V2, V3. So if there is V3, then try to change it V2, V1 like this. Okay. So if after in 2023 this V1 is working, then there is a bug. Like see, finding V1 is not bug. Means there is a high chance. See, they are upgraded. See, why they are upgraded? Means in the previous version they have the bugs. Because of that upgraded, and after that even that V1 is working, means there are bugs. See, we will do all these things in lab, then you will understand more. Just I am just explaining. So this you will find most of the time this is, see, V1, V2, V3. Sometimes you will have like alpha, beta, test, UAT, demo. See, like okay, what happened? You can also, like they are using like beta, test. See what happened if, okay, their developer created a test, means they created first test API, then they did everything, checked, okay, like everything is okay, and after that they change it to V2, everything is working, but they forget to test, remove that test function. If that is working, means maybe we will find out some bugs there. Okay, so sometimes you will also get like non-production API versioning, API test, target.com, API UAT, target, beta API, API private, API partner, API test. Okay, so let's now read it. Okay, threat against usually get unauthorized access through old API version or endpoint left running unpatched using weaker security requirements. Means unpatched, sorry, they upgraded their system, but old system are unpatched and they have the bugs. Alternatively, they may get access to the sensitive data through a third party whom there are no reason to share data with it. Okay, outdated documentation make it difficulty to find and fix vulnerability. Lack of assessed inventory and retirement strategies lead to running unpatched system, resulting in the leakage of sensitive data. It's common to find unnecessary exposed API host because of the modern concept like microservices, which make application easy to deploy and independent. Simple Google docking, DNS enumeration using a specialized search engine, various type of data, webcams, routers, servers. We will find out many things. Okay, so impact, attackers can gain access to the sensitive data, even take over the server. Sometimes different API version deployment are connected to the same database with real data. Threat agent may exploit deprecated endpoint available old API versioning to get access. Okay, so how we will find out this? See, is the API vulnerable? So purpose of an API host is unclear and there is no explicit answer of the question. Which environment is API is running, production, staging or development? Who should have the network access? Okay, we will discuss them in the lab. Okay, so what we will do, inventory all API host and document important aspect of each and of them. Okay, inventory integrated service and document important aspects such as their role in system. So what happened, what we can do, like most common thing is like if you remove this, then never ever use this here. Okay, first thing is this. Okay, then the generated documented automatically by using CI/CD pipelining by Jenkins. I think some of you heard about Jenkins or GitHub Actions. Okay, make API documentation available only to those authorized to use the API. Okay, use external protection mechanism, API security specific solutions like SIEM. You heard about SIEM? Avoid using production data with non-production. See, avoid using production data with non-production. Non-production means testing environment. Production means live environment. So don't use simultaneously. Okay. Unsafe consumption of APIs. So what happened? Exploitation of this issue requires attackers to identify and potentially compromise other APIs services that target API integrated with. Usually this information is not publicly available. So see, I already told you in first class what happened. Sometimes like maybe some application is integrated, like my website, maybe our website is using integration with have OAuth, maybe integrated with other. Let's see. Okay, there is a GoIBO. So see, I already explained this thing. So this is integrated with the other thing. See, okay, maybe I want to book a flight. So how this find out, okay, which flight is available? So let's check out it again from Jaipur to Mumbai, one, and date is okay. We will take this date. Done. Search. So see how this web application is finding. Okay, Air India is available. This is available. Okay, Indigo flight is available. This is. So because of that, they all Air India, Indigo, Vistara, they will provide APIs to this GoIBO, and GoIBO will use those API to fetch this data from their database. Because of that, this GoIBO know, okay, this is available, and you will see like there are many applications using this same data. Because of that, they will find out, okay, this seat is available, this is full. Okay, so this application using the say integrated API means they are using the other integrations. Like see, this application is different, and their Air India Express, Indigo, they are different. Their database are different. Means they are managing like which seat is available. So they gives an API, create an API key and gives an API key to this GoIBO. The GoIBO use that API key and send the request and find out, okay, this is available in the backend. Okay. So this is the scenario. Okay, developer tend to trust and not verify the endpoint that interact with the external or third party. So what happens? Maybe this GoIBO developer like think and do not try to harden these API endpoint, like which say these API endpoints are different. Like if web applications are making a request to their end API endpoint, then they are different. So they are think okay, like they are already okay, but maybe relying on maybe they are weaker in security posture. So because of that, authentication, authorization, input validation, and all the bugs are can be happen, which we previously talked. Okay. The impact varies according to the what target API does with the pulled data. Successful exploitation may lead to sensitive information disclosure, exposure, unauthorized actors, many kind of injection attack. Okay, this is OWASP API 10, and we will discuss some more bugs. Injection attacks. Okay, the injection attack is not in now in not OWASP API 10, but this is very important. Even you can find out. So injection attacks are, see, we already learned this SQL injection, LDAP. Okay, someday I will show you the what is LDAP, how we can find out. No SQL, okay, or OS command injection, XXC, because of the XML parser XXC. So we can find out these bugs in injection attack, and I will show you the XXC, how we can find out the XXC in API endpoint. Okay, like most of the time you can try the XXC on API endpoint. How we can do, then I will show on the live on and website also. Okay, so injection lead to information disclosure, data loss, or DDoS or DOS. So many attacks can happen. Okay. So this is all about OWASP API security top 10.